to some more Baldur's Gate 3. We are going to be jumping into the very, very tail end of Act 2 here. We just have about one more fight to go with some Githyanki people on the border here. And after that, we're going to be starting our beginning of Act 3. So we're going to go ahead and head on towards this final fight here for this act of the game. I think the quartermaster might have a little bit of selling we can do here.
The fighting's not done yet. You need to resupply.
We do need to resupply. So, as mentioned, with the mod I have installed, she sells a lot of items that come for the Mystic class. But I am not having anyone doing Mystic for this particular playthrough. I kind of want to get this Scroll of Disintegrate so that Shadowheart can learn it at some point. So we might go ahead and sell a bunch of things here. The Argument Solver. Few things solve a disagreement faster than displaying a Great Club, and this one reeks too. We'll sell Kethric's Warhammer. We got a random Longsword +1 we can sell. Bunch of these Mercolite Scourges here. Quarterstaff +1. Probably don't need the Jolt Shooter anymore. Hope everyone is having a wonderful Wednesday, by the way. Middle of the week, but I hope we're all making the best of it. Probably can get rid of these torches here. We got other means of light sources. Ba 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 ba. The Cruel Sting. I think we can get rid of that. It's not. It's super cool that it like has a special effect with Drow in particular, but it doesn't do that much damage is the problem. And we got all these scrolls here too. So many scrolls. We could get the Yonti Scale Mail. Add your full dexterity modifier to your armor class. +1 bonus to initiative rolls. So, what exactly is everyone's dex modifier? And we do have to have medium armor proficiency. So, with Astarion, it would give him 21 AC. So, because he's got the shield equipped also. Pretty sure that's the only stuff he's got here, yeah. So he'd be losing advantage on Constitution saving throw checks and the Shar's Aegis, while Obscured the Wearer has advantage on stealth checks. I still feel like that's better for him. So I'm probably going to skip the Yonti Scale Mail.
Wish to live in more interesting times.
We have a few more things we can probably sell to her real quick, though.
Just tell me what you need.
We'll sell this Spider Silk armor here. Probably don't need the Lifebringer anymore. We don't need any soul coins because Karlak is not among the living for this playthrough. Bottles and bones. Honestly, I'm just gonna probably sell all these grease bottles. Don't need all that. Sell the caustic bulbs. Simple toxins, we can probably sell all those also. Lady, light your way. Let's see if we can get a Starian to do some picking here. How much, what is this DC? 17?
Your light fingers were too heavy this time. You've been caught stealing.
Let's see if we can
What will
talk
you
our
do?
way out of it. This belongs to me. How dare you accuse me of stealing it? How dare you?
You've convinced?
We convinced them. Can we just do it like right in front of your face?
Your light fingers were too heavy this time.
Apparently we can't,
You've got the benefit of the doubt can only be...
we can't do it every time. Alright, now this probably raises the DC to 18.
Your light fingers were too heavy this time.
Astarian's got some heavy fingers. Heavy fingered Astarian. Tisk tisk tisk. I kind of want to get as much gold as we can going into Act 3, because there's a lot of expensive stuff there, but totally worth getting, though. Oh, come now. Even with advantage, we're still missing it. We'll use inspiration, I suppose.
They believe?
Just do it again right in front of her face.
Your light fingers were to the benefit of the doubt.
Why did the bribe go up that time? It wasn't that expensive last time. Hey, it worked that time. I think we immediately got that inspiration back because we...
The heart of the abuded.
Oh, shush, 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 shush.
And they will not be so.
I know, that's why I recruited
If
Jaheira.
we are to succeed, we will need others.
I was thinking we're allies in the city.
Together.
Astarian is the main
If
character.
we head west, we'll hit Baldur's Gate. And if we're quick, we might even get there before the Absolute's army.
How are we gonna move faster than an army? I guess, you know, smaller groups don't need to stop as often. You know, maybe that's what they're going for. Everyone still has their shields up.
Just tell me what you need.
Yeah, the one thing I saw that I wanted to get was, I thought there was an elixir of viciousness that she had. Unless I was seeing this oil of bane here, but we'll get this arrow of many targets and this potion of flying. Maybe we get these potions of animal speaking, just in case we need them. But I guess we'll just do Elixir of Sea Invisibility. The rest of it she can keep.
Lady.
Oh wait, there's one more ring that I just saw. An enchanted
Just
ring.
tell me what
Let me
you
see what
need.
this is. Restore one okay, never mind, it's a psychic ring. Alright, gone for good this time.
Lotharic may be gone, but the shadows remain. On our guard.
Yes, stay ever vigilant. The path to Baldur's Gate is that way, so we gotta go a little bit north here and then go west.
The road to Baldur's Gate is up ahead. No turning back once we start down that road. Listen, the psionic detector. Githyanki are lurking nearby.
I think we're just gonna walk on into it. We won't be surprised, I don't think.
Will Wargaz fail to kill you? I won't make the same mistake.
The Avatar of Vlaakith. She has legendary resistance, plus 10 to its next saving throw. Can use it 3 times. Oh, she has a cool looking cloak there. I wonder if we can get that. She also has advantage on maintaining concentration spells. So trying to break her concentration probably isn't going to work unless we have an arrow of silencing. Or maybe just casting silence on her. I'm not sure if Shadow Art has that memorized. Let's see. No, I have blindness, but not that. Let's just have her start with planar binding, I think. Oh wait, I thought that was summon planar ally. That's probably level 6, so I don't need that. We'll do conjure. Well, we already have an elemental out with us. Okay, well, we'll just have her jump out with level 5 spirit guardians then.
The dance macabre.
I kind of want to throw down with this girl real quick, since she's like the boss here, pretty much. Try and see if we can get some range attacks on her with Astarion. Let's turn Sharpshooter on. Forgot to enable that. There we go. Half of our health gone already. I think Weiss is also going to Misty Step up there. Right behind her. Are we able to push her down from this ledge here? Yeah, here we go. The elemental can probably multi-attack her. And she's gone already.
Sometimes the only way out is through. Hesitation.
2 stuns. Very nice. Knocked his ass on the ground. I can't use it on them for some reason. I guess it has to be on like actual party members. Minthara is picky about who she wants to soul brand. What is the intelligence on these Githyanki? It's just 10. We'll go ahead and devour intellect, I suppose. We'll make his intelligence saving throws worse, at least. Okay, so we saved the disarming. We'll do shield bash. There we go. Lost spirit guardians, unfortunately.
Well, so much for peace.
So much for peace, indeed. That one's out of the picture. We could use our magic missile. Man, parried and it still did 14 damage. Sucks to be you, man. One left. Voss was indeed good for his word, and those Githyanki were no threat to us whatsoever. Got a hand crossbow +1.
Won't stop me yet.
Minthara can only use like short bows, I think. 'Cause she's a bard and a warlock.
Should mind my step.
I don't know why these Githyankis are carrying so many hand crossbows. It's not normally a weapon of their choosing, I think. You can cast Mage Hand as a bonus action and you get Telekinesis. Royal Orders from Vlaakith. Do what has been asked of you, stop the interlopers, take back what is mine, else your punishment will be severe, by order of your queen. So I don't really think these gloves are going to be really good for anyone, so They might go into the sell pile. Let's give all these arrows to Astarion, though. Since he's our main ranged fighter. Why do I got roaring thunder arrows all the way down here? I thought I just purchased some. I think I have to sort by type to make sure I get all these arrows over to Astarion.
At the ready. The shadow curse still taints the land. Perhaps we could have lifted it, had we tried.
Well, we did try, but,
An army marched through here.
yeah, Halsin's super dead. So it's not really possible. I mean, granted, that is a little bit on us. Maybe we could have done something else. Someone in your camp still wishes to speak with you. Who's that? Oh, Dame Aelin. Okay.
I should speak up.
What do you know about me? You spoke of my past, being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shaz.
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others. Someplace distant. Let me help you remember.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants
Why
you
do
to
people
see
keep
whatever
messing
is
with my
about to be
mind?
revealed.
Sure. Open your mind to that sensation.
Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere.
Who's that random man there?
You remember that it is a common rite amongst Aluna's followers to send their children off into the woods to find their way home. Perhaps this time it had gone awry. It seems that one child never came back.
Weird right
She
from
was
Saluna, if
taken.
I do say.
What? Who was that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
That is him. He lives still. And your mother, too.
No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman. One who knows what must be done.
My parents. I need to save them.
I'll help.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But be warned. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies now. You have been forewarned for what is to come, but not yet forearmed.
Ah, the Spear of Night. I thought that was cast into the Shadow Val.
I was able to retrieve it before it sank too far into Shah's umbral domain. Shah is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough. But I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shah calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful. What you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before.
I'll need every advantage, it seems. Thank you.
A debt repaid. You returned my life unto me. Now go and claim your own.
It hurts.
Char's pissed.
Shah torments you still. What a spiteful creature she is. This will not stop until you take action. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last.
So we got Selûne's Spear of Night. Probably Shadowheart has it, I'm assuming. Advantage on Wisdom saving throws and Perception checks. You can see the dark up to 40 feet. That's just standard dark vision, I think. Moonbeam and Moonmote. So that's probably actually going to be better on Minthara, ironically. So yeah, we'll have her use that. Hi, Allie. Why are you so upset? We'll have her bind that packed weapon. So, compared to the Blade of Oppressed Souls, it does slightly less damage, but the benefits it gives her is way outweighs it, I think. Because she will have an advantage on Wisdom saving throws, I think it is. Yeah. And I don't think anything else she's using. Plus, this will give her a more likely chance to cause this radiant damage to the targets when she succeeds her saving throws. She also has advantage on Constitution saving throw checks with that. And this is advantage on Dexterity saving throws. So yeah, she's pretty set on her saving throws.
Have to keep going.
Shadowheart was no true child of Shah, merely a captive. She must have her vengeance.
Even Lae'zel agrees. Behold, for I am the Slayer.
Fitting name. But have you become the Slayer? Or has the Slayer merely found a host too weak to evict it? I shouldn't need to say it, but be careful who you take as an ally. especially when that ally's taken residence inside you.
I think we are one and the same, Lae'zel. You misunderstand. Actually, Lae'zel can probably level up right now. Let's have her switch out with Minthara real quick.
You're full up. Dismissed. Well chosen.
I'll go into Warlock level 4 here. I think we were using, like, Bone Chill before. It was like Bone Chill, Shatter, I think maybe is what we wanted. I can't remember what I was wanting to put on her last time we were trying to level her up for Warlock. I think we'll do Shatter. Because these other options aren't super great. Or we could do Clouded Daggers. I'm not sure how much other concentration-based spells she has. We'll just stick with Shatter. And as for her feat, we could go with an ASI. We got a bunch of other options that we have with us here. Spell Sniper. The number you need to roll a critical hit for spells reduced by 1. Or she can get Great Weapon Master. That's probably the best thing actually for her. We're gonna do Great Weapon Master. Look at Minthara and her little bubble.
It does not surprise me that Shadowheart's faith was based on a lie. Deception is the sum of Shah's design.
Okay, not much else to say with her. Forgot to have her
You wish
join
to
us, though.
consult me? Admirable ambition. Indeed.
Indeed.
Dreaming red.
So, it's a quest to free Shadowheart's parents, is it? And here I was, worried I'd be the only one with a difficult family reunion waiting in the city.
Oh, don't worry. I have a difficult family reunion with Orin. Hoot hoot. Pet. He's a good boy.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey.
Last light has been reduced to a feast of death and pain. Glorious.
When we make it to Baldur's Gate, you'll be at home in the slaughterhouses.
I've been gifted with the Slayer of Foremost Evil.
You and I have markedly different ideas of what amounts to a
She's
gift.
so angry with us. Okay. Let's just move on from Shadowheart. I don't think she wants to talk to us right now. She's processing all the stuff going on with her parents, you know. Okay, so now we have some more dialogue, it looks like.
I've been lied to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me.
Let's see. Dare I suggest Shar may have had her reasons?
Not if you enjoy having your head attached to your neck. She stole my family from me. She stole my life. Whatever reason she has isn't good enough.
Damn, okay, I was just a devil's advocate.
We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to.
Should I be concerned?
You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
Okay. What about you, Dame Aelin? Anything extra to say?
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer.
I'm already pretty close. Step closer.
Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Myrkul, is dead at last. Blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One.
Yes, I am quite the slayer, aren't I?
We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch.
You should join my camp permanently. We can fight the powers of evil together.
Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the chosen of Bane and Baal. I will do my part to see them laid low.
How do you intend to spend your newfound freedom?
I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help.
I have questions.
Pray, ask, and I will tell.
Are you really Selûne's daughter?
Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory?
You certainly radiate with
There
her
can be no
ego.
doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb.
Would your mother be willing to aid us in the fight against the dead 3?
Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side.
Again,
Dame Aelin.
high ego.
So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Together, we will set this fair land free of tyranny and murder.
I kind of like murder, though. You and Isabel seem to have a lot of history.
A century of it. I have mourned her every day these 100 years. When I saw Ketheric had made her live again, made her his thrall, lo, my gorge did swell. Isabel is the love of my eternal life. I adored her from the moment I beheld her sweet face.
I understand the feeling of meeting
Her
the love of your
great,
life.
wise eyes. But her father Ketheric distrusted me from the first. He did not fancy an immortal for Isabel's mate. I understood. I respected his concerns. But our love was stronger than a father's reservations. When Isabel died, curse the day, the hour.
So
when
how
each of
did
us
she
agonized.
die
But
initially? That's
Ketheric's
what I
pain
want to
could
know.
be touched by no aid, no boundary. He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief. And she whispered into his ear, poisoning his mind. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell, claimed they'd found someone in need of my aid. There, they trapped me in their infernal cage. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature. And Ketheric fed upon my immortality all the while. Now he is dead, and his twisted facsimile of sweet Isabel returned to the grave. I'd give anything for one more day with her. A real her. Alas,
I have no idea what
I live
happened
my
to her.
life for us both.
I had one
My
more question I did want to
resplendence
ask her.
Pray, ask, and I will tell.
I guess we already asked all the questions. I thought there was another one that I didn't ask her. Let's talk to Lae'zel.
It is as we knew. My people have turned their blades against us. They will emerge from the shadows and descend from the skies, and we will grant them their only just fate. Death.
Hell yeah. I like the way you think, Lae'zel. I think we're leaving camp now.
Ketheric is defeated, the path ahead clear. You should be elated. But the sight of the land you leave behind does nothing to alleviate your sorrow.
Oops. We'll just put up some yellow caution tape and tell no one to go near it. Alright, while this cutscene is playing out, I'm gonna go turn the heat on because my apartment is freezing. I'll be right back.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping. Yes, sir. No, sir. Rip and cut your throat, sir. Your plan is falling apart, lordling.
Surprise, surprise! It is Orin, the Red.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the prison bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
My prodigal bloodkin is among them.
They live.
Barely.
They're talking
I
about
made
me.
sense of their ugly mind matter. And if they dare return, I will strip out their offal.
Oh, how popular Weiss is. He's such a handsome man. The party seems to be in good spirits.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence. One sleep away.
We finally made it to Baldur's Gate. Alright, looks like Astarion wants to talk to us.
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. Cazador and his rite of profane ascension. An imperial soiree, attended by devils and spawn alike. A grand ceremony to honor one exalted vampiric master.
Master! I
to
love his
unravel
voice
his
actor.
station, to place him in a position of such esteem. The world will yearn to kneel and offer their necks.
We need to stop him yesterday. That's a weird way to word that. Not a bad place to be.
Then you've been thinking the same thing. If the time comes and I can stay one move ahead of him, I'll take his place before his blood can hit the floor.
I don't know. Raphael said the Ascension was lethally diabolical.
Doesn't it sound delightful? For the lucky little vampire on the winning side.
How do you know it could happen to a vampire spawn?
Shit!
Oh.
I think
No, Allie. I know. My doggy wants to come up and say hi. Let's see. All that matters to me is that you're safe. That's so... a killer isn't worthy of respect. Meanwhile, I've murdered hundreds, thousands maybe. All that matters to me is that you're safe.
I know you do. It matters to me as well. I want to be able to protect you, too. All I'm saying is, let's be clever about it. If an opportunity arises for me to become a more magnificent bastard than I already am, why turn it down? Let's find out more about
because it's going to make you a douche, Astarion, more than you already are.
If we track down my old comrades, the other spawn, we may discover more and be finally positioned for yours truly to ascend.
As long as you're sure you'll be alright seeing them again, love. Aw, that's so cute.
You're too adorable. I'll be fine. I'm sure they'll bring back memories of so many pathetic years, but I'm much stronger now. If we don't find my brethren, they'll find us, likely with bared fangs. We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk. Unless Cazadors change their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey. Is there something you want to talk about, my dear?
He's so sweet. I wanted to ask you about Cazador's ritual. You must be thinking about it.
The thing that will decide my fate forevermore. Yes, it's been on my mind. Why?
I just want to know what your intentions are.
I hadn't really decided on the specifics. Obviously, we could stop the ritual, or not. What? I've obviously thought about it. If I was the one who completed the ritual, I'd have such power. And I could walk in the sun without fear I'd turn into a mind flare.
I don't think you should do it.
A pity, then, that it's not your decision to make.
I'm just giving you my opinion, my love.
I don't even know if I could complete the ritual. It may be impossible, but it certainly is tempting.
Alrighty. So, I kind of want to change up Astarion's outfit. Because it was nice at first, but I need him to start wearing a shirt again. Let's go into our chest here for our camp clothes. I think it's the normal camp clothes chest, this one here. Yeah, I want to give him a really flamboyant outfit that fit really well for him. So we're going to do this Eminent Emerald outfit, and we'll probably dye it. Actually, that Magnificently Realized Ensemble would be better.
Keep your distance, darling.
Oh, we gotta give him some nice shoes, too. Let's throw on a dark amethyst dye on this. I think that would look very nice. Actually, that's not as nice looking as I thought it would be. I was kind of wanting more like purple. That's more like maroon. It's still nice, but I think we can do better. Let's try this gorgeous maroon dye. Yeah, no, I do not like that combination. Lush burgundy, get that away from me. That one's good. It's kind of bright, though. Okay, that one is the winner right there. Okay, so we gotta get him some shoes that are gonna match. Shit, we might just have Astarion fight in that outfit because he looks so magnificent. Probably like some nice pointed toe shoes here. We'll also throw that same dye on it, see how that looks. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs, that's it. Alright, we'll throw the rest of this stuff back into the crate here. And then we need the regular camp clothes section, I think, or one of them. Perfect. Okay.
If not over, then through.
Okay, I think everyone is good for camp. So we'll go ahead and do our long rest.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison.
I can imagine it's quite hard to sleep
visitor
tonight.
Inside of it. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. And what then? You are prone to impulses as uncontrollable as the gods themselves.
That's the best part!
You even have a say in what you do. Will you liberate the true souls from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes?
Of course, we gotta go with the answer that is fitting for Weiss. I will reap a savage fate on this world, and unlike any that has ever been seen.
Your blood swims hot at the very prospect. You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
Ouch! My brain! Not freaking Tarzan, gets Yankees.
We're under attack. Help me.
The commanding voice is quite strong. Let's see here. Definitely probably... Is Minthara prone? Why? I don't remember her getting knocked prone. Let's do ensnaring strike on her after we do a sneak attack. A miss. Unfortunate. Okay, I want this one to hit for sure. We're gonna turn off sharpshooter. There, she's ensnared, so that's perfect. We'll have a starting get closer. Or not. Also, wasn't she ensnared? Did Astarion lose concentration because he's prone?
I need your help.
Why does going prone make you lose concentration? That's always been silly to me. Let's see. Let's do 8 at level 5 real quick. Alright, well, we'll do that after the battle, actually. It's usually a more better after the battle kind of move. We'll do haste on Weiss. And I guess we'll healing word Astarion. I'm going to stunning strike all of you. Okay, fine. You just get normal hits then. Let's see here. We could try maiming him. Yeah, now he can't move, so that's going to be helpful. Another one. This one looks like a super old man. There's one out of the picture.
Come quickly. I can't do this without you.
I'll do a cunning action dash.
Need to act fast.
Let's go.
Okay, we finally made it through those Githyanki.
That thing's not going to hold together much longer.
It forced on my normal armor for some reason. I was getting so used to seeing Weiss in his casual outfit. Not the telekinetic skull. The rave skull. I wasn't ready for this kind of party. That's a cool looking skull though, you gotta admit.
I'm here. Help me. I'm under attack.
Can we even short rest here?
Not a welcome rest.
Apparently we can. Damn, they are going after her.
Keep a blade close.
We gotta have everyone jump in here.
Who's next?
Alright, we're all a bit late to the battle, but that's alright. We'll make up for lost time.
This ends well.
It's not over. Come to the skull.
Our Dream Guardian appears to be in danger.
Hurry. I can't hold them back alone. It's not over. Come to the skull.
I'm on my way there.
Where am I? What's going on?
Let's get on with it. I need you now.
Okay, better hurry up before we get a game over screen.
They should all be running.
Oh, squish the brain. Yeah. Misty step.
Before
Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me.
You sure look different. Prove to me that you are who you say.
You saved the Asima Night Soul from her soul cage. You let me live last time you were here, though it brought Blackheath's wrath upon you. I told you about my room in the Elsom Tavern that night when you held me. I was vulnerable. You comforted me. Your continued existence as yourself, and not a mind flayer, should be all the proof you need. Now, help me.
How do I help you?
The God. Destroy the God. They prevent me from subduing their master. Do it now.
I will join him.
Together, we can turn the tide.
So far, he's proven that we can trust him, even though he's deceptive, but we'll see how long that lasts. Kind of want to starting to do an Arrow of Roaring Thunder. Like right here. It will provoke an opportunity attack. We could Cunning Action disengage, though. Let's do another one. Damn, he saved both of them. Okay. At least they're fighting the brain things instead of us. Alright, so we are back in the Slayer form here. He's dead. Oh gosh, he's way behind. We're gonna do a haste on the Slayer. And level 4 spiritual weapon.
Destroy the honor guard.
Was trying to do some domination, but it didn't work. It seems like Basket is also super far behind. So I think we have Devil's Sight, if I'm not mistaken. We got Agonizing Blast. What are invocations? Because we should have 2. Oh, Armor of Shadows. We should switch that out for Devil's Sight when we get a chance. Well, for now we'll do Combat Inspiration to Shadowheart. I think we'll do Moon Moat on this one here. Shadowheart, or excuse me, Astarion should be able to hide here and do a sneak attack. As long as it's not at disadvantage. Nope.
Just like old times.
Perfect. Exactly what we wanted.
Quickly.
I have to remember what the Slayer does. Okay, so we're gonna try Sumptuous Bloodbath. He did save against it. Okay. It's doing good damage though. Whee! Hi, sweetheart. How are you doing? Hold person. I like how he's just hanging on by a little ledge there. Alright, so he's practically dead already. Let's just see if we can finish him off with a level 1 Guiding Bolt. 1 HP left. Darn. Frustrated, but I'll tell you about it later. Oh, okay. Hopefully it's nothing too bad, but you know if it is, you can always call me and we can pause the stream for a little bit if we need to talk. So we got this Gith up here that still needs to be taken care of. Let's go ahead and just do one of the Eldritch Blasts will go there, and the other ones go to this one. Invidium Via. Done and done. No, sir, you've already canceled 1 day on your stream indefinitely, so no pausing stream. It's not awful, so no canceling. Oh, we're not canceling anything. We're just, you know, pausing the stream if we need to.
Don't look at me like that. I am a mind.
And plus, it's not indefinitely. Yes. We're going to be doing it probably some more on December. Some December Saturday streams.
Of all the things to be indebted to.
A bloody mind flayer. I mean, I pretty much always suspected you were a mind flayer, but I also prefer the other version of you. So I like both of these. I always suspected you were a mind flayer.
I suppose it was considerate of you not to bring it up before. And I ask that you do not judge me for it now. I was someone once. Someone just like you.
And now you're a soulless illithid.
An adventurer.
I don't care about your backstory, I'm sorry.
Me to
skipping this part.
For years, I sustained my...
I feel like this cutscene drags on for too long.
He told me from the name was intended as a slight. To remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become.
The Githyanki in the sphere, who is it?
Prince Orpheus, son of the first leader of the Githyanki. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus' mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago.
Blackith.
A power she passed on to him.
Or that's not Blackith. Mother Gith, whatever her name is.
When Orpheus' mother left, a usurper took her place. Blackith declared herself.
I don't know if Orpheus' mother does have a name in this game. I think they just call her Mother Gith.
Against her, and so she
could be wrong.
Him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control.
Was it you or Orpheus that Blackith wanted us to kill when she ordered us inside the prism?
Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some Githyanki still revere him in defiance of their teachings. Blackith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Blackith will be finished.
So, how did Gortash and the other Chosen find out about the Astral Prism?
A very good question. One that I have been unable to answer. That Orpheus lives at all is ruinous to Blackith. She has done everything in her power to keep its existence a secret. That Gortash and the Chosen found out about it. This is impossible to explain. But it was important enough to them that Gortash sent me to retrieve it. The moment I found it, I felt it change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside, and found Orpheus. I realized what the prism was for. Containment.
So I wonder if he
While
doesn't
my
get
body was within
hungry
the
because he's in the
prison's bounds, my
Astral
mind
Sea?
was free.
Because I don't think
could
time
resist the
passes really in the Astral Sea, so maybe hunger also doesn't become a problem.
All I needed to do was
Unless he's been
subdue
feeding
Orpheus
on like
and
all
find
the
allies in the outer world.
Githyanki that have been coming in here. What happens if we free Orpheus?
That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him, and in so doing, he would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion.
He hates stinky
pulsing
illithid boys.
hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a illithid, a sworn enemy, just like me.
We're like in other ways too.
I'm glad you think so. I agree. But there is one thing that you have that I do not. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. Yours continues to limit you. As an illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You too should embrace this change.
Why do you say that?
I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty.
Beauty, I'm not sure about
If you
that.
let me, I can evolve.
As long as I don't have tentacles sprouting out of my mouth. What would that entail?
You will be able to do things you never thought were possible. There will be physical alterations, of course, but only partial. You will retain most of your current form, and you will soon see that the benefits outweigh any perceived loss.
If you evolve me, why can't you stop stereomorphosis altogether?
The answer is twofold. One, I can, but it would kill you, as I told you before. Two, why would I? You have done well with the limited form you have, but you would do far better as an illithid. So, do you wish to
He's just
evolve
trying
or
to
not?
deceive me. But we'll take this partial power. I'm not sprouting tentacles out of my mouth.
Well, certainly brave of you. I'll say that much.
You continue to surprise me. Your
Weiss is
mind
always down for a little more power.
truly something special.
Our dark urge.
Now, hold out your hand.
Do as it says. Hey, little buddy. Aren't you a cutie?
It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
What is it?
A tadpole, nurtured by the psionic energy of the astral plane. Cocooned here for millennia, it has become extraordinary.
A super special tadpole. I have to do a wisdom saving throw to not do it. It's because my mind wants it so bad because I'm already super illithid. Let's detect its thoughts, just for the fun of it.
The tadpole screams for growth with painful intensity. It has been starved of life, of purpose. It welcomes your probing like a void waiting to be filled. If you let it, it will evolve you.
He's like, please do it, pretty,
said.
please. I'm sick of this place. Open your mind to the tadpole. Embrace the power, Weiss.
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens. Its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's
I lost my
courses
Haggai.
through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
You are exquisite.
My face is a
When
lot
your
darker.
allies see what you can do, I hope you encourage them to try it for themselves. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain and bring it under our control.
Alright, well, let's dismiss our Slayer form real quick. So, oh no, we got our Haggai back, look. That looks super cool. I love that. I was really upset that I lost the Haggai, but it looks like it was just gone for that cutscene. So now we have even more lifted powers to play with. Expertise in persuasion, deception, and intimidation checks. I don't think we even have persuasion or deception. We do have intimidation already from being the Dark Urge. Yeah, we'll definitely take that one. Invade a target's mind and disrupt its defenses. The target's armor class is reduced by 1. It's an intelligence save. If the target dies while its psyche is fractured, you can cast Shatter Psyche on another target, which lowers their armor class by 2. But is that really worth doing as a bonus action? I guess it depends. Free cast, you discovered a marvelous adaptability within yourself. Spell slots, charges, and similar resource costs for your next action or spell are removed. Refreshes after a long rest. So that would basically mean we get 1 free key point. Not super useful on Weiss. I mean, an extra key point's not bad, but... Mind Sanctuary allows you to take actions and bonus actions interchangeably. We kind of already do that as a monk, but I think that would make it... It's like a sphere you can put around, like Silence, so we could give that to our allies. So I think we'll take Mind Sanctuary. And then we have Mind Blast. Spew forth a conical wave of psychic energy and possibly stun targets within. We'll take that one also. We got one more over here. Black Hole, Sonic Dominance. We can nullify spells with that. Yeah, that's pretty good. We'll take that charm feature to go for that one next. So yeah, we have a lot of illithid powers now. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and quick save right there.
Now's not the time.
Oh yeah, they're not really going to want to talk here. Here's these boots we've been looking for. The wearer deals additional damage equal to their wisdom modifier with unarmed strikes. So that's going to go directly onto Weiss. We are going to lose Misty Step, but that's alright. It's a worthy trade, I'd say. Lots of dead Githyanki to loot here.
Another step forward.
Some void bulbs here. I think it's important to loot most of these Githyankis because they have like scrolls, and I think the divine bone shards for some of them, which is like a really good alchemical ingredient. I'm not sure what the intellect devour brains do, but we might as well throw it into our alchemy pouch. And there's two up here that are dead that I'm not going to bother to get. Well, I could fly up to them real quick since Weiss can fly now. Yes, we will leave the astral plane. Alright, let's go ahead and long rest. Okay, so first thing I want to do, now that we're a partial illithid, is I want to find the mirror and explore what kind of makeover we can give for Weiss. Because maybe we'll find a... Oh gosh, the camera got messed up here. I guess we're leaving camp. We'll have to come back after this cutscene. Or you know what? We'll just load if we can, because I don't want to miss any dialogue between everyone. I guess I did a quick save here. Let's just load the autosave. Okay. Hopefully the camera doesn't get stuck this time. There's the mirror. That was a weird little bug there. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? So here's our spooky ass face right now. It looks like it got rid of our scars. Like, do you not have scars when you're a partial Illithid? I guess not. We still have our tattoo down here. Eye makeup probably doesn't do much anything. Maybe. It just gives us really dark eyes. He is pretty evil looking, I'll give him that. Could try a different tattoo on him. I'm just playing around with some ideas right now. This could kind of act as like a blush if you get like a red color. Let's give him some long hair, see how that looks. It's been a long journey, so Weiss hasn't had time to cut his hair. Maybe not that long. I don't think they have a lot of good male long hairs. It'd be like Gales or something if we were to do that. That one's kind of fitting for a drow. I don't mind that one. This gives him a real emo look, and I'm kind of actually digging it a little bit. That's kind of what I was thinking, is like the Legolas look. Okay, I think that might be the new look for Weiss there. The only other thing that I'd play with is maybe his skin tone, maybe raise it a little bit, like he got more pale. Maybe some more glossy lipstick on him. A new dark villain has arisen.
Shadowheart looks different. A change of diet, perhaps?
I'm not going to talk to her about the tadpole because I don't really want to give it to the other party members.
With haste.
I just want Weiss to be all with it.
Oh, we have a new look for a new Shadowheart.
Apparently, Shadowheart has changed her hair.
Best hair in the camp.
But Astarion still has the best hair.
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
Hand it over, Scratch. Come on. We played this game too many times.
Here, I hope you like it.
Salami!
All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
That's a good boy right there. He deserves a pet. What does Lae'zel have to say?
Your parasite communes with Lae'zel's.
Oh yeah, she wants to
Her
learn about
heart
Orpheus.
races as she learns of the events inside the astral prism.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. It is not the Geich visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet.
A mighty powerful prince if he can block out an Illithid hive mind.
And even more powerful still. It said he could bring 1,000 Githyanki to their knees with one command. Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our Geich slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the Archdevil Tiamat.
Okay, the history lesson here.
Our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people...
157 Vlaakiths. Yeah, that's a lot of Vlaakiths.
Yes. Our current queen has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaakith I. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious
How
battle.
long do Githyanki
Or so
live
the
outside
Voss
of the
teach
astral
us.
plane?
Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant Illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps.
Voss was right. Orpheus is the seed of Vlaakith's demise.
The seed and the sower. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered our Geich slavers. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, and they would bow to the true heir. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the Comet must lead the way.
Okay. We'll move on from that. Lots of knowledge about the Githyanki. Let's look at Shadowheart's new hair.
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore. nor the Mother Superior. The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. But I digress. Did you want something?
Let's just talk about your hair.
Be
That's what I'm
honest.
interested in.
What do you think of the new look?
I love it.
Well, I'm glad someone does. Perhaps I'll get used to it. I have a lot to get used to right now.
It's a big change, that's for sure. Going from black to platinum. Lots of bleaching overnight. Alright, now we can leave the camp.
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
Do our usual day-to-day buffs here, just in case we run into combat. I'm also going to swap out planar ally, because I didn't think, or planar binding. I thought it was planar allies, what it was. So maybe we just do Guardian of Faith instead. I totally forgot what I was doing. All my daily buffs.
Trust no one.
In your name.
In your name, indeed.
Snow. My former peers will be watching, no doubt. Waiting for my return.
We are on our way
We should do
into
what we can
Baldur's
to find
Gate.
them.
Or at least
What they know
Worm's
could
Crossing, I
help us.
think it's called. Some potions of healing on the road here, not bad to pick up.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum.
That's your problem, kid. Get lost.
But, I don't know where to go.
The child ignores you. Would you like me to dispose of her?
Not my problem.
All right. Sorry.
I do not understand why the patriarchs of the city do not open their gates.
You be nice to Yenna. Weiss isn't a nice guy. I can't do it. OMG, be nice to her. Indeed, there could be a convenient source of food if the city falls under siege.
The weak and the elderly, perhaps. The young would be better
Be
used as a
nice
labor force
to
than as a
Yenna.
source
I
of
think it's
nutrition.
too late. I can go up and maybe apologize, if that's even an option. Let's talk to her again.
Oh, hi. My mum is coming. I think.
Okay. We can't talk to Grub. Go talk to her again. Yeah, she doesn't want to talk to us anymore.
The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Rude. Zenobia! Rude, rude, rude.
Arthur,
Why is this a rude man?
you paid me and my boys to
Be nice to her from now on.
not cattle wranglers.
It's not that
If you
kind of
want us to get
playthrough.
our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
Oh, let's see. This is quite a pitiful state to be fighting over. Does no one we meet ever get along?
Not if they're trying to help themselves to other people's property. I just want to remove these unlawful interlopers from my property.
Let's see. None of this would have happened if you had a butler manning the house. That's hilarious. I gotta pick that one.
Look, I have some very valuable components in there. I need to get that lot out before they damage something.
I can help you out with that if you want.
What do you mean by that?
Shh, sweetheart. Adults are talking. This is guild business, and we'll handle it as soon as we get paid.
Enough of this bickering! You! What's your proposal?
Look, I know the guild's rates. I'll solve your problem for half the cost.
You don't exactly look desperate for gold, but I can't help but admire such solid business acumen. Very well. Get the job done, and you'll be paid and be in my good graces.
Do you think you're clever coming in and undercutting us, sweetheart? We were about to make a bit of extra cash before you butted in. You owe the guild a cut.
I don't owe the guild
Is
shit.
the little dog trying to intimidate us? If it continues to bark, I will snap its neck.
The guild, a loose coalition.
Shadowheart looked so like scared back there. She was like, "Oh God, kill him too. Fuck that guy." They'll all die at some point. Knock some sense into this upstart. Got Tavern Brawler here. We get a bonus on that. Pretty sure we'll succeed this. Freaking 30. Boah! Weiss hands are rated E for everyone.
That was a mistake on your part, sweetie. A mistake the guild will hear about. Come on, boys. We've got places to be.
Oh, running away, are ya?
I see those animals are out of the picture. Can we stay now? Or are you going to turn us next?
Take this coin, find a safe house in the city. You don't want mercenaries near your kids.
I don't want to take charity from some stranger. But I will. For the sake of my daughter, thank you. We'll get going as soon as we've got our things together.
All's well that ends well, eh? I'm sure the guild will be in touch with any concerns.
Squatters are gone. The house is all yours.
At long last.
At long last!
Here's your payment, as we agreed.
How much did you give me?
I've got so much.
The amount that you give me will determine if you live or not.
Excuse me, would you?
Just kidding. You're gonna die regardless. 318 gold. It's not terrible. Certainly could have done a little better, given how rich he is.
I go away for a few days and the place is ruined.
So I think if you go in this back room here, there's a hidden hatch here. Shut the door here. We'll have Astarion pick this lock.
With ease.
Easy lock picking. Okay, we have traps literally everywhere. And I think everyone failed a bunch of perception checks.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
We just need to get Astarion through without getting blown up, or whatever these traps do.
Someone's left a trap out for us.
And hopefully this Raven will stay behind before it blows itself up. There.
Quietly now.
Quietly.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. Nice and easy. Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
Instructions for donations. Gifts for refugees only. Please distribute. Alright, the blackmail letter. Let's see what this is. Arthur, package still waiting for you at Felagir's. You better not be late again, or we'll start to wonder if you're really as committed as you claim to be. Pick it up, put it in the teddy bears, make the donation. It couldn't be simpler, really. If it's still here this time tomorrow, we'll stuff you with it. As you all know, we've plenty to spare.
Generous soul. It might be worth looking into his donations. Who knows what he's been giving?
Yeah, so he's basically been making children's bombs.
Traps. How considerate.
A nice and shiny pearl.
Carefully now. Look, I really don't have time to chat. I'm sure you can find someone less busy to listen to you somewhere.
I found some rather sinister things in your basement.
Sinister? Nonsense! Those are experimental toys, guaranteed to bring a smile to the face of even the unhappiest child. They're extremely precious, and you shouldn't be poking around in my workshop and tampering with them.
Let's probe his mind for the truth.
Keep it together, Arthur. There's no evidence that links this back to you. And you definitely locked the basement before you left.
Yes, you locked the basement, but it didn't help. Whatever you're up to, it ends now. I'm taking you down.
What? No, wait!
Told you he was getting it. Archducal Coronation Admission Pass, signed by Gortash himself and scented like vanilla and rosewood. It will get you into the coronation ceremony. Even has a fancy dagger +1 on him.
Very well.
What's this ox got to say?
Do try the grass, should it take your fancy. Such sweetness should be shared.
I do like me a nice soft patch of grass. Let's switch Shadowheart out with Lae'zel real quick so we can actually use this merchant before he gets locked off to us. We also got Jaheira in camp now, so we can talk to her.
All is ash and meat.
Yenna's in camp with us.
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? I met you before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here?
Absolutely not. We've hit our quota for mangy strays.
No kids allowed. Come back in 10 years.
But I won't make it that long on my own.
I already told you no, I meant it.
All right. I'll go.
Be nice, be nice, be nice to Yenna.
You said yes. You'll wish you said yes.
Bye, Yenna. Poor kid.
Baldur's Gate at last. We should find Sharesi.
He doesn't want to be around the Dark Urge. It's not going to end well for him.
You're full up. Dismiss someone good.
Oh my god, how could you? I'm mad at you now. Oh no. I don't want to be mean to Yenna. I have to with the character I'm playing.
The easy path.
I love Yenna. I think she's very sweet. I don't think Weiss would think she's very sweet. It's all about the role playing. So rude, she's just a little baby. I feel bad for her. I don't think she'd be safe around Weiss. Animals and babies stay safe. Keep her safe.
I took you.
I
for
keep
one of
the
them
animals safe.
for a moment. The refugees, that is. You're a recent arrival for sure, still bearing dust from the road. But you have something they lack.
Everyone else can fucking die.
These wretches have nowhere to call home, nothing to live off but what they carry, and nobody to help them but themselves. And me, of course.
That sounds lucrative.
Indeed. You'd be shocked
Poor
by the
little
sort of things they
Yenna.
bring with them. Gold and jewels.
You should be much
they
happier
can't
with
easily
other people. I
exchange.
don't think we're
Heirlooms,
the.
rarities,
I don't think we're the
sentimental
nicest
items.
bunch. We got
You can
Minthara on the
those.
party. We got Astarion.
Alas,
We got
you can't
me.
eat grandmother's ashes, nor can you easily trade a golden candelabra for a bowl of soup. That is where I come in. Liquidity.
Who knows?
Their
Maybe
animals
Orin will
for my
like steal her, and we'll get to save Yenna later or something. A slippery fellow. Perhaps his thoughts will reveal what his lips won't.
Difficult to get a good day's trade done when I'm expected to keep watch for Shadowheart at the same time. Who knows when she'll finally turn up?
I don't really want to mention Shadowheart right now. We'll look at his inventory. So he's got the Dwarven Thrower, not really useful for us because there's no dwarves that we're playing with. But very good if you're playing as a dwarf. The Hellrider Longbow is pretty decent. but there's going to be better longbows in the future. Cold Snap. When a creature misses you with an attack, it must succeed a DC 13 Constitution saving throw or be chilled for 2 turns. But everyone in the party is using shields for the most part, so not super useful for us. We could go with this Hellrider longbow for now. Maybe we'll find better bows moving on, but the rest of it can probably stay. Yeah, you want to deal with Shadowheart? So you buy the heirlooms and valuables at a low rate. Genius, I applaud you. let's mention Shadowheart's name.
Is that so? Well, perhaps you should retrieve her then. A pity more don't share your open mind. I always say it's just business, but some don't see it that way.
What will you do with all these goods you're acquiring?
There is an enterprise within the city that I help to support. I know I said I wasn't given to charity, but this place is dear to my heart. I'd tell you more, but they value discretion above all. As do I.
It isn't just about gold for you, is it? There's more to this than you're letting on. I think we'll use some inspiration and try again. There we go.
You're like a dog with a bone, aren't you? Perhaps you are cannier than I first gave credit to be. I have some very special wares reserved for exclusive clientele. But I think you've earned a peek.
Oh, so he's got more in his inventory. Okay. When concentrating, you add your spellcasting ability modifier to your saving throws and gain a +1 bonus to armor class.
Fresh orders?
Oh wow, that's probably even better than what she's wielding right now. I don't know, that's a good robe, but I think... I still think this one's better by just a little bit. And no one else really wears robes, so we'll probably pass on that. Don't really need the nymph cloak. Sathon is a very good battle axe, so we might actually get that. I'm not sure who would use it though. Maybe Shadowheart. Maybe nah, because I like her mace too much. I think the only person that would really use it is Lae'zel. But we'll probably get it anyways, just because there's not a lot of better battle axes in the game. We'll leave him keep everything else. But first, let's trade out this Gith armor, because it's pretty heavy and it weighs a good amount. We can get some good gold off of that, actually. And we'll sell the Gith gloves, too. Okay, so who could use this bow? I think Minthara might be able to use it. She sure can. Alright, let's get Shadowheart back in the party.
pave my path with corpses.
Let's
built
talk to
like
Jahir first.
Marching gods. But I never thought I would be happy to see the city again. Much less to smell it. The Harper safe house I spoke of is on the bridge at Worm's Crossing. Danthelon's dancing axe.
Now that we're traveling together, I realize I don't know much about you.
That speaks well of your taste. I've heard my share of bad ballads about things I never did. If you have questions, ask. Just don't expect my answers to rhyme.
Is it true you fought the Dead Three before?
It was Baal alone we faced in our time. And bad as that was, he had no elder brain for a lapdog then. Help won't come from the history books, or from any old tales I can spin you. This is your story to write. There. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened elder?
You're not that old, are you?
I've passed enough years that counting them is a waste of what remains. Which is to say, yes, I am that old. You think me lonely? In truth, I prefer travel in a small pack such as this. Unburdened by numbers, we're free to act rather than react. A little like the old days. With allies, every bit as peculiar. Give or take a few tadpoles.
Just trying to keep up, old one.
Do you know, maybe my hearing is not what it was. Would you like to repeat that? Ask it.
You mentioned you know something of Illithids.
More than I would like. In my youth, I was a brief and very much unwilling member of a colony's hive mind. I felt the way they think, saw the world as they do. Foul, unnatural creatures who find the foulness in us and twist it to their will. But then, who am I speaking to? You have far more experience than I.
Especially because I'm half Illithid. Who are you speaking to? Maybe I'm the parasite puppeting this body.
Then, greetings, Sir Tadpole. I was wondering where all the questions suddenly sprang from.
How about you join me?
You'll need to free up your ranks a little first. Then let us be about it.
I guess we'll just level her up with Circle of the Moon. I think it's the best druid subclass. And we'll just focus on preparing her spells once she's fully leveled up. Let's see. Let's give her resistance, I guess. I don't even know what she has, really. We'll do resistance. She should have proficiency in wisdom saving throws and intelligence. I want to get that constitution saving throw proficiency, so we're going to do ASI and then probably resilient constitution for the next level up. Druids are pretty easy to level up. There's not a lot of options you have to pick during level up. It's just managing your giant spell list. Okay, so now we can actually prepare her spell list, even though we probably won't be taking Jihira with us that much. But we'll get it ready just in case we ever do have her come into battle. I'd say like Healing Word, probably Thunder Wave, Moonbeam, Call Lightning. Spike Growth is a good one. Lesser Restoration. Ice Storm. Mass Cure Wounds, Conjure Elemental. Blight. Definitely Blight. Conjure Woodling Being. Wall of Fire. Enhance Ability, and maybe Heat and Metal would be the last one. We kind of need some more level 1 spells, though. We're running a little low on those. Let's do Enhance Leap instead of Heat Metal. That looks like a pretty good spell list to me. But I'm probably going to immediately put her out of the party again, because she's got no gear. I don't feel like arming her with a bunch of gear right now.
We could be inside the city walls before long. And I could be back where this all started.
You mentioned Shar followers might be watching for us. You think we can use them to track down your parents?
I hope so. So long as I'm willing to stroll right into the Mother Superior's trap, they have no reason to not tell me where to go.
Expecting a warm reception.
If by warm you perhaps mean a flaming arrow, I doubt they'll attack in public.
Could be worse.
No,
It could be an
I expect they'll point
exploding
me in the
arrow.
right direction so I can face my reckoning away from prying eyes.
What should we be looking for?
Worm's Crossing is a choke point. If I wanted to intercept a new arrival, I'd find somewhere before the bridge, blend in amongst the crowds, and wait. Most people seeking entry to the city will be refugees. I'd look wherever they're gathering. I wasn't expecting it. A bit crowded. Wonderful.
Alright. Looks like our little Quasit friend is, no longer in the party since Shadowheart left.
This vessel is at thy disposal.
But the vessel only stares blankly.
Okay, so let's see if we can finally, like, turn her into the barbarian that I was wanting to make her.
I shall be here in like as thou.
We sure can, and then we can probably put her in the mirror. So, barbarian, since we don't have any barbarian in the party, because Karlak's indisposed right now. Don't ask questions. We want to at least have 12 in wisdom. Constitution, we're gonna have high con because barbarian. And we can do dexterity. So I'm thinking, let's see, we'll push strength up to 20, alert feat maybe, and resilient wisdom. We're gonna go with athletics. We got nature, animal handling, perception, survival, and intimidation. Probably perception and probably survival. Berserker is going to be our subclass. Going for Tavern Brawler feat. And now we're going to multi-class into Rogue real quick. We're going to do Expertise and Athletics, and we get to pick one other thing. Acrobatics, Investigation, Insight, Deception, Intimidation, Performance, and Persuasion. I guess we'll do Intimidation. And we got Sleight of Hand and Stealth here, or Perception, Survival, Intimidation for the Expertise. Let's see, probably just Perception, honestly. Sticking with the Thief subclass. Resilient and Wisdom saving throws. And we'll go back to Barbarian for level 6. Alright, I think we're going to go into the mirror and make ourselves a cool-looking barbarian. I think the mirror is in here, if I'm not mistaken. Or in here. I think it's actually in here.
Over, then through.
There she is. So I'm going to try to do a recreation of my first human character that I ever did, which was also a barbarian. I think she had this face style here, if I'm not mistaken. If she would stop moving around, I could figure it out. Yeah, that's it. We're going to use Karlach's hair, though, so it'll be slightly different. We'll make our own little Karlach here. Let's go for some brown highlights. Voice of Madala. What does that mean?
Where to next? What was that?
I guess that's voice type 4? But their name is Madala? So she had either a warm tone or blush tone. I think that's what it was. It was like blush tone 5. For body art, we had this tattoo right here. That was a bit of a jungle green color. Or maybe black. I think it was actually black. It was a opal eye color. So that's like opal 2, I think it was. Yeah, that's a pretty faithful recreation of my first character that I ever did for Barbarian. You just throw on that scar there, add in some maturity. And some freckles. Looks like a mighty fine barbarian, if I do say so. We'll change this to the Midnight Tears here. So now we have a barbarian companion if we ever want to use them. But we'll stick with Shadowheart for
Always
now.
pleasant traveling. Your dance card is full. Lose a partner. Wonderful.
The excess of refugees outside the city walls could easily become a surplus of laborers.
Careful, Mintha. As a drow exile, you can be classed as a refugee yourself. Not volunteering, I take it?
I am a daughter of House Bainray. I obey no authority except my own desires.
I can think of at least one Wriggly stowaway who might dispute.
I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
Who are you?
Someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight.
Our hearts bleed for you. Get to the point.
There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty, your company. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
She has turned her back on your wretched goddess.
I suppose that's the subtle approach dispensed with?
Oh, don't be so harsh. It's plain to see that you've turned heretic, even if your friend had kept his mouth shut.
I'll let Shadowheart handle it.
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city. Though, if I was you, I'd be very tempted to just forget it all and disappear. You have some form of doing so, after all.
And then he leaves as a
I may not
merchant.
weep for my home, but I would take a mushroom over a flower any day.
I would have said I admire fungi as well. Until I met such a thing you call a myconid.
Myconids are quite interesting creatures.
Stinks of cheese. Between his piggy toes.
Piggy toes!
What in the hells is all of this?
A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch loves pretending sweet Rivington doesn't exist. So we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. No need to thank us. You'll be allowed in once I've done this batch. Next!
We're a trustable looking bunch.
Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days. The finest extra-planar circus there is.
Why is a ghoul sniffing people?
Oh, this is Benjamin. Say hi, Benji.
Me!
checks all our patrons to make sure none of you are vicious murderers. Can't be too careful.
I'm not a murderer. I swear on the grave of my father's sacrificial victims.
Blood! Tasty blood! So delicious!
Oh, that's a first. Usually I'd allow you in, but in these times, I can take no chances. Move along. No circus for you.
Buddy, I will end your life. Let me in or I snap you in two.
Oh, forgive me. I must have misspoken. Welcome to the circus of the last days. Have fun and be sure to catch the star of our show, Dribbles the Clown.
The right oil for any situation.
A circus! How I love the raucous revelry, the goofs and the guffaws!
The goofs and the guffaws! Try to interpret her hand movements.
You realize she is miming putting on face paints. She has them to sell.
I like to see your face paints. Poor girl's trying to get the word across, but just can't seem to get it out. Cool inventory, but not really interested in buying any of it, so we'll just leave it be for now. Let's talk to this nymph first, and then we'll go talk to the genie.
This city of stone and steel is an endless scream in nature's womb. I have felt no peace here. Until now, your eyes, Stira. There is pain, endless and deep, but also devotion, blazing like the sun. You're in love, are you not?
I do love someone close to me, actually.
You are wise to admit it. When it comes to love, vulnerability is armor, truth a sword, and trust a shield. I pray you wield all three, Stira. Bring the one you love to me. I will look into your hearts and see if your love is eternal or doomed eternally.
I can invite people that aren't my lover up here. Astarion, are you up for this?
Oh, my love. How could I say no?
Aww.
Close your eyes, little ones. Be still as stone to earth. And remember to breathe.
That's horrifying to look at. Close up of Weiss's face. Pretty.
I see you. I see the bond between you. So tender. So fragile. But do you see it for yourselves? Astarion, a tumultuous past, hides behind a mirthful grin. The heart is fraught. So let us begin with the joyous. When is he happiest?
When is he happiest? I don't think he's ever been happy when he's elbow deep in gore. He's happy right now. Look at that smile. I don't think he's ever been happy, to be honest.
Excuse me.
Oh.
I've been happy. Thank you very much. I'm not right now, but whose fault is that?
Oh, God. That didn't go very well. Hold on, we're gonna learn. I've been thinking about his vampiric past, you know? I thought he'd appreciate that answer, but I guess he's like, motherfucker, I've been happy before. I don't know, you've had a pretty rough past to start. I thought that was a safe assumption, but he took some deep offense to that.
Astarion.
That has to be when he's elbow deep in gore.
Guilty as charged. Sometimes literally.
Hear how your bond thrums with pleasure. Strong, vital, pulsing with affection. Many things delight the heart, but only one makes it sing. Tell me, what does he desire more than anything?
Power. Freedom. A nice tasty rat. Freedom.
You're not wrong, but do we need to tell every stranger we meet our business?
Okay, so he doesn't like when I'm completely open about this.
The sweetest loves dance lightly on the tongue, but now we must dig deeper, into the most painful reaches of the spirit. Fear sits in the soul of all. To tame it, we must name it. Astarion. What is his deepest fear?
Cazador would probably be the answer. But maybe not the one he wants us to say. Most things fear him, actually. Sharp wooden sticks, breaking a nail, forever feeling like a slave to someone else.
Really? I mean, yes, but really? You just tell whatever stranger just walked up and asked?
There is no need for secrecy here. You wear your truth so close to the skin.
I don't think he was very happy with our answers.
You were right every time. I almost wish you hadn't been, but you do know me.
How close you are. Two hearts.
So even though we were right every time, he disapproved.
The truth. Only one face haunts your dreams each night. Close your eyes, sweetness, and she will come to you.
Oh, am I supposed to be afraid of you? Is that what you're saying? I don't give much of a shit about you, Orin.
Come crawling home, hands stained with the Bone Lord's salt. And you carry his stone. You waste time soft-soothing these flesh bags for the knife. I could end it now. But I'll be patient. Father will see us together again. He will see you bleed.
Oh, spooky!
Orin is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching?
That's alright. Our approval of the Astarion is still amazing. Even though we went down 2 points.
It's not enough. We have a gallery of villains to look out for, but now we could be infiltrated by a shape changer? I can't even tell if any of you are acting strange because you've been replaced, or because this group is full of weirdos.
We are full of weirdos. That's true. Are you worried about Cazador finding out you're back?
I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. then I'll be able to strike.
How will you strike exactly? You won't be alone.
Neither will I, darling. At least I hope you'll come along for the show.
Of course.
But regardless,
Wouldn't miss it for the
plan is
world.
simple. Find him, stop him from gaining almighty power, and then really enjoy killing him. And if I can seize that almighty power for myself, well, all the better.
Okay, we'll leave it at that for now.
While she lives, Orin will continue to terrorize us, and soon she will make good on her threats. She thinks we are weak, afraid, vulnerable. We need to prove her wrong.
You're on edge. Orin's influence, I assume?
I am not on edge. I am alert, as you should be too. Orin could be anywhere, could be anyone.
Despite her protestations to the contrary, it is clear that Minthara is afraid.
Orin may frighten you, but not me. I've faced worse. Ouch. Inspiration! There we go.
I doubt it. Her father is murder incarnate.
I am
and
murder
she is a
incarnate.
devoted daughter. To please Baal, she would butcher the world. She has the scent of our blood, and she will tease and toy until she tires of the hunt. Then she will obliterate us without a second thought. We need to watch over each other, now more than ever.
Is this your first time in Baldur's Gate?
Yes. I only know it through history books and hearsay. A city of murder and grief. I expect it will live up to its legend.
I'm curious about Men's Baranzan. Tell me about your home.
You have never visited?
As a Lost-Sworn Drow, I feel like I would have lived there. I was born there, but I suspect your life is very different to mine.
Most likely. I am a Baneray, born into the city's most ancient and powerful house. My life was one of privilege and danger. Like you, I lived in Kuel-Arzor, high above the city's sprawl. I enjoyed every luxury, whether harvested in the Underdark or stolen from the surface. And I survived my first assassination attempt while I still suckled at my mother's breast. I tasted her blood that day. She covered my body with her own, and a blade bit deep into her chest, almost puncturing her heart. When I came of age, she tried to take my life herself.
Good family traditions.
And I gave her fresh scars to match those she earned protecting me.
A dangerous upbringing and made you strong.
Yes. My house trained me to be a soldier in Lolth's service, and my mother showed me how to survive the perils of society. She taught me to be resilient and to guard my heart from those who cannot be trusted, literally and figuratively. When I choose to let somebody close, I do not do so lightly. That gives a great depth of meaning to the bonds I do share.
Let's hear about the
A
companions.
disparate collection of vagabonds and strays. Did you have anyone particular in mind?
What do you think of Shadowheart?
It would have been better for us had she embraced Shah and claimed the power of the goddess. But it is better for Shadowheart to be free of that poisonous influence.
I thought you might appreciate Sharan Dogma.
The very concept of Sharan worship is self-indulgent. They would have you think every whispered word and hidden thought is of value. But it is not so. I have performed 1,000 interrogations, squeezing out the most guarded secrets held in heart, mind, and soul. I can tell you this. When the trivial parts have been whittled away and I have sifted through what remains, in most cases, a person amounts to nothing at all.
That's depressing. What do you make of Astarion?
He's been deprived of freedom and strong blood for so long that he is addicted to both. While those addictions have their hold on him, he is still a slave.
Are you worried he'll drink your blood?
No. He is well aware that I would exsanguinate him entirely if he flashed his fangs at me.
He's no slave. He's free of Cazador.
Free? What purpose does he have that does not involve his master? He fears him, he hates him, he dreams of him, and he will either kill him or die trying. Astarion is no more free of Cazador than you or I are free of our tadpoles.
I like how we're talking about him
He
when
will
he's like
only be
right
free
next to
when
us.
Cazador is dead. And that is as it should be. When the time comes, we must hope that he does not only take Cazador's long life, but the power that has sustained him as well.
How do you and Lae'zel get along?
I have encountered few Githyanki in my life. Those that I did were raiders. They croaked out pleas for mercy in their alien tongue as they died. Meeting Lae'zel makes me wish I knew more of their culture.
I think their culture has much in common with ours.
Whatever culture you and I once shared, it no longer has a hold on me, Lothsworn. You still listen to the whispers of the Spider Queen's web. I only obey my own heart's desires. Most Gith do not seem to know their own hearts, nor do they need to. They have strict hierarchies and commitment to a single cause. Some, like Lae'zel, question that cause. But even so, she retains the discipline of her training.
What do you make of Jaheira?
She is intelligent, strong, and capable as both a leader and a fighter. An impressive woman. It is a shame that she devotes all of her talents and experience to the futile cause of the Harpers. Their devotion to preserving balance is pathetic.
I agree. Better to strive for change than balance.
Precisely. Preservation and balance are an excuse for inaction and stagnation. There are organizations like the Harpers in every realm and every culture. I despise all of them.
Okay.
Orin's little display was just intended to rattle us. We mustn't let her succeed, but need to stay alert all the same.
The Sharans are using a place called the House of Grief as cover for their presence in Baldur's Gate. She already knows that because she was there with us when we figured it out.
Then that's where we need to go. My parents are in there somewhere.
Alrighty. Well, we got a lot more of the circus to explore after chatting with some of the companions. But it is starting to get to be a little late, so we'll go ahead and explore more of the circus next time. I am not sure if we're going to be starting the stream on time tomorrow at 5. I got a lot of things to do to prepare for this weekend. But I will let you all know on Discord what time we're going to be starting the stream. Make sure you join the Discord if you haven't already. Link should be below on the Twitch channel. But I will see you all then, and y'all have a good evening. And take care for now.